Stay fresh music.
Yo, so how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure you guys are aware, this week Rockstar Games have been rolling out some epic money making promotions that could easily bag you guys millions every single day. However, whilst those money making methods are really good to be grinding out, there is one money making method that is hands down by far the best thing that all of you guys should be grinding out as of right now. Just to give you guys some figures, you'll be able to earn around 2,375,000 every hour, and because this method can be done with 2 players, we're talking about a bare minimum of 1.9 million every hour, and that is by playing the Doomsday Heist Act 2, known as the Bogdan Problem. So I thought I'd go ahead and put together a video fully breaking down how you guys can grind out this method in the most efficient way possible by doing all of the elite challenges, how to find players that are good enough to complete it, as well as a bunch of tips and tricks that will just make you run through this heist in no time. So as always, if you guys do enjoy this video and you would like to see me cover more epic money and RP guides in the future, all I ask is you drop a like down below and feel free to subscribe, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so unfortunately this heist can't be done solo. However, I will say a great thing about this heist is it only requires a minimum of 2 players. You can have up to 4 players. However, unlike the prison break heist, which that required a minimum of 4 players, which I know could be quite tedious, find 3 other good players that could consistently grind out to your level, whereas I guarantee you'll all be able to find 1 player that you can grind this out with straight away and be stacking millions. So if you guys don't have that many friends that do play GTA 5 online, do be sure to leave a comment down below with your gamer tag or your PSN and say whether or not you've got a facility or you need someone with a facility. Now, you might be better off leaving whether or not you've got a mic. However, I guarantee all of you guys won't even need a mic to communicate. As long as all of you guys watch this video all the way through, I guarantee you'll all come on straight away and be able to complete it in your first ever run. Now, like I mentioned, it's completely dependent on you whether you want to do this heist with 2 players or 4 players. You can do the finale with only 2 players and do the entire build up with 4 players, so it's much easier for you guys. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you could do the entire thing with only 2 players, so you guys, like I said, know what to do straight away. You can all come on and get straight on your grind. So once you guys have got your team together, you're ready to go ahead and start the heist. It is worth mentioning it will cost whoever's hosting the heist $95,000 to launch the heist initially. Don't worry, like I said, you're going to be making over 2 million from this heist, so 95k really is a drop in the ocean. Now, as you guys can see, there is going to be 4 prop missions, 4 setup missions, and then we're going to have the final heist alone. So the very first prep mission is called Keycards, and it's very simple. All you guys have to do is drive over to this garage, simply destroy the police cars in front of you. You can use any vehicle, a buzzard, a chopper, because all of these prop missions are done in free roam. So as you guys can see, I just used a vigilante. Now, a little trick here: if you guys are really low ranked and you have no weaponized vehicles, no Karuma, when you're in your car, pull up your interaction menu, go down to snacks or body armor, be eating them as you're driving towards the Riot van. Back out of your snacks menu. As you go to get into the Riot van, simply pull up your snacks again, as you can see me doing on screen. And even if the police officer is right next to you shooting you, you can just completely ignore him and you're practically invincible for the next 3 minutes while you're eating snacks. So simply go ahead, jump in the Riot van, drive off, lose the cops, and take it over to your facility. Very easy, very straightforward. So once we've completed the first prep mission, we can now go ahead and launch the very first setup of this heist. Now, I'm not going to lie, boys, I'm going to be very honest with you. This setup, the very first setup of this entire heist, is probably the most difficult setup out of the lot. For me personally, I didn't find it too hard because I found a little tactic that works for me every single time. But I know, going off feedback from you guys and my crew members, that a lot of people did struggle on this part of the heist when it first got released. However, like I said, if you've got 4 players, it should be a walk in the park. However, I'm going to be showing you guys how we do it with 2 players only. One thing I will say, very essential, is that you guys will most likely have to use the snack trick that I showed you guys in the previous prop mission, or you can use that with your body armor. So before you guys even launch this setup, you do want to make sure that you're full up on snacks and body armor. Once you guys have got that, go ahead and launch this setup. So this setup is basically a mission that will require you and your team to make your way inside of a hangar and steal an Avenger helicopter. Now the entire mission is done in the hangar, however that isn't the bad part. As you guys can see, you have to do the entire mission in the dark. So you have to switch on your night vision goggles, like I said, take cover, and then start to pick off these enemies one by one. Now it is very essential that you guys take cover immediately as soon as you guys get inside of the hangar. I could not emphasize this enough. You cannot run around this mission. You have to take cover and pick these guys off one by one and practically just defend yourself. Now these pillars right at the entrance are a pretty good spot to start off with to pick a few off, but you guys will notice as you're making your way around the hangar up and down, there is a few little cover spots that you guys should always take up. But no matter what spot you guys are in, enemies literally are all over this hangar, so just consistently look around left and right and make sure you ain't getting pop shotted by a random enemy. So the objective here is pretty much to just survive and pick off these enemies one by one, and once you're done killing all of them, you have to go onto the roof and go and find the backup generators. Now there will be more enemies up here, so do pay attention. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I done this I ran straight up there and got a surprise bullet to the face. However, just follow the marker like I said and look around, always stay vigilant, and then once the power is back on, all you have to do is make your way back downstairs, jump in the Avenger, and then take it to the drop off point. So like I said, it's not the most difficult mission in the world, but it can be quite difficult for you guys that are just standard players. So the biggest tips to take from this setup is to make sure that you guys are full up on snacks and body armor. 2, to take your time, pick off your enemies and don't run around. And the third and final major tip for this setup is to get 4 players. If you can get 4 standard players, you might as well get 4 players in this mission. However, if one of you die, then you do have to repeat the entire setup again. So in some cases, you might be better off having 3 or 2 really good players rather than just getting in a 4th player for the hell of it who ain't going to be that good and he's going to keep on dying, just restarting the setup for you guys. But as long as you guys follow the tips as I did in this video, I'm sure you'll be able to smash this one straight away. So once you guys have completed the first setup, you can now move into the prop 2 mission. This is very easy, just like prop 1, very straightforward. All you guys have to do is basically take out Agent ULP's kidnappers and recover information on where he's being held. It's a very easy and short mission, shouldn't take you guys no longer than 5 to 10 minutes. So all you guys have to do is make your way to a bunch of targets, kill them. Once you've done that, then you make your way to an apartment, take out all of the dealers inside of the apartment, pick up the duffel bag, and then bang, go straight back to your facility, and that is the prep done. So once you guys have completed prep 2, we can now do setup 2 of this heist. And your objective basically in this mission is to rescue Agent ULP after his location has been jeopardized. So once again, this isn't the most easy setup, but it definitely is much easier than the first setup. So I'd probably say it's the second hardest setup out of this entire heist, but could easily be done with 2 players like I said. If you guys have a team of 4, then it's very easy, so it wouldn't be no point of me doing a guide on it. But like I said, I'm going to show you guys how I do it with only 2 players. So you will be split into 2 different teams. Team 1 will have to assault the foundry and go ahead and rescue Agent ULP, while Team 2 will basically be providing cover from an vantage point. Now I will say, of course, you guys can go ahead and use armored cars in this heist, just making it a walk in the park. So definitely go ahead and use a Kuruma. It will just give you guys a massive advantage of keeping the agent alive for a longer period of time. So Team 1, the person who is making the assault on the foundry, all you guys have to do is drive straight in there. Like I said, you can take it slow or you can go in there full force if you've got an armored vehicle, and just pick off all of these guys individually one by one. And once you've done that, enter into the foundry building, because you guys do want to take note, once you've killed these enemies outside, they will be respawning to like come back at you, and they can come through the entrance to shoot you guys in the back. So you want to park your car as close to this door as possible, but it really isn't essential because I kind of wanted to prove to you guys in the video that they will spawn behind you and come behind you. So if you guys are playing in a group of 4, there will be 2 on each team. You do want to get one of you to wait at the entrance of the foundry, just so you guys can be picking off one of these guys every time they try and come from behind. Another thing is that this main room where you go into first is a very small and tight room, so I'll definitely avoid using like noob tubes or anything like that, because they will rebound and blow you straight in the face. But like the previous setup, just take your time, pick these guys off one by one, and then just make your way towards Agent ULP. Once you guys locate him, you have to make your way back towards the entrance, and more more enemies will respawn in. So like I said, just take your time with this part. It's not as hard as getting to Agent ULP in the first place. There's much more enemies then, so you haven't got to take too long doing this part with the exit. I would suggest you guys do use a rifle here, as it is the fastest weapon to like consistently shoot bullets and be reloading. But if you guys find a good little cover area, you can pull out a noob tube and just keep on shooting it off, rapid fire this bitch, and take out tons of enemies at one go. So from here, make your way to the gallery area and simply take out all of the enemies that you see in sight. Also, do try and stay as close as possible to Agent, because you don't want him to die. He's never died while I've done the heist, but friends and crew members have told me that they like ran ahead and he ended up dying on them. So just make sure you don't leave too much distance between you and the Agent. So that is pretty much Team 1's job done. Now switching over to Team 2 point of view, as you guys can see right here, we're back at the start of the mission. This time I'm on Team 2. So what you guys will have to do is simply the same thing. Take out all of these guards right at the entrance. Now instead of going inside of the facility, Team 2 is going to have to climb up this ladder onto this vantage point. Now from here, it's practically just a survival. So in other words, take out as many things as possible. There will be helicopters, insurgents, enemies coming in normal cars, coming on foot. You guys just have to keep on looking around left and right and be on your game. Quickly take cover, like I said, and refill on body snacks and armor. But whoever's playing as Team 2 on this heist, it's very essential they have full ammo, or at least full ammo on their preferred gun. Because like I said, everyone does play GTA 5 different. Some of you guys may prefer to use noob tubes, some of you guys may be home and launcher guys. Just whatever suits you guys best, make sure you have that full up of ammo, because you will be using it in this heist. Now it shouldn't take Team 1 too long to get the Agent out of the foundry. Once he's out of the foundry, you guys don't have to like go with them to the actual drop off zone. All you guys have to do, like I said, is cover them, let Team 1 go ahead and deliver Agent 1 to your facility, and that is set up to complete. Now once you've done that, you're able to start prep 3, and this is basically you have to steal a Riot control van, and this is actually where the fun starts in this heist. It's a very easy prep, this one. It's actually quite fun. Like I said, all you guys have to do is go to this area, practically start a riot, wait for private security to respond, and then go ahead, jump in their riot van and take it back to your facility. So very easy, very basic, and I've got to say, a very fun mission to do. I really do wish that we could do stuff like that in online, like in free roam. Go ahead and provoke a riot. How crazy would that be? So like in certain parts of the map, you'll see like shops torched down and like a load of NPCs going crazy. I think it would just bring a whole nother like unique feel to GTA 5, rather than NPCs running away every time you look at them wrong. However, as you guys can see, very basic mission, shouldn't take no longer than 5 minutes to complete. Then from here, you're able to move on to setup 3, where we're actually going to be using the Riot control van, which we just stole. Now this one is called Salvage hard drives, and this is basically a very fun mission once again. I'm not gonna lie, didn't die once doing this mission, found it a walk in the park, and like I said, it didn't really feel like I was grinding up money. When you compare these setups to the previous two, I guarantee you guys will be finding no issues with these. So I'm actually not going to spend long at all talking about this setup. It's very straightforward. All you have to do, everyone get in the van, you have to drive to 4 separate locations. Some of you have to use the extinguishers or the water cannons and simply extinguish the hard drives from burning, and then another part of your team have got to jump out of the van and go ahead and collect the hard drives. So like I said, there is 4 different locations you will have to drive to, so maybe get the best driver in your crew to take the driver role, as like I said, the Riot van isn't the fastest vehicle in the world. But as you guys can see, we had tons of time still left when we arrived at the final location. So once you guys have done the final location, simply go ahead, drop the LCV off, and then bang, move on to the next prep mission. Now the 4th prep mission is probably the easiest out of the lot, and it requires you guys to go ahead and steal some trucks carrying Strombergs. Now if you guys own, like I said, a Deluxo, an Oppressor, get a Buzzard out, just drive right in front of these trucks, pull out any gun, shoot the driver, jump in them, deliver them to your facility, and that is the prep mission done. Very basic stuff. I guarantee all of you guys will not fail this one. By the way, I will say, You guys can complete all of the prep missions first and then go and do all of the setups after, if you do prefer to do all of the prep missions in one big go, because if you guys aren't aware, prep equipment can actually be stolen off you guys by other online players. So if someone sees you driving this truck and they're on the same heist, they can rob it off you and have that prep mission already done for themselves. So what I will do is download the description. I'm going to leave a link showing you guys how you could get an empty public lobby every single time, which means you guys can launch these prep missions without the hassle of being robbed. So once you guys have got the Strombergs, you're now going to unlock the prep 5 mission, where you're going to have to go and get a Torpedo ECU. And just like the Riot mission, I actually found this mission to be quite fun. I know some people said they found this setup to be quite tough, but me personally, it's very easy. All you have to do is get a heli, go to the coastline, jump on a jet ski. You have to make your way on top of this like oil rig, which we've never seen in GTA before, so possibly hinting at some form of like naval DLC coming out next year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. However, make your way on top of this oil rig, take out a few of the enemies, get your duffel bag on your back, jump straight back onto the jet skis. You might want to take out a heli first with your homing launcher, because these will respawn. So once you've taken one out, jump straight back on the jet ski, pull up your interaction menu, and just be eating your snacks every time you guys are getting shot. And then as soon as you guys arrive back at the beach, you can jump straight in your heli and then make it back to your facility. Easy, done. And the best part is the actual setup for these Strombergs is potentially even easier. So the final setup before you guys do the heist, you have to get in the Strombergs, simply follow where it says to go, use the automatic homing launchers to take out this convoy. You have to continue driving down the highway till you get to Palito Bay, practically do the same thing. However, we're going to go underwater and take out the sea mines this time. Once you've done that, drive underneath the submarine, wait until it scans it, and then bang, that is the setup done. I could not emphasize, the only difficult setups that anyone will find in this entire heist is the first 2. Every other single thing to do with this heist is a walk in the park. So if you guys want to be really smart about it, you could just get 4 players in for those 2 specific setups and just do the rest of it 2 player up, because eventually if you do the entire thing with just 2 players, you're going to be earning more money because you'll have less people to cut into your profit. So once you guys complete that Stromberg mission, we can now move into the final part of this heist. So the Bogdan Problem heist is split into 2 teams. You're going to have one team which is going to be the Avenger team, and team 2 which are going to be the Stromberg team. So the Avenger team, you guys will basically be flying the Avenger here, put the plane onto autopilot mode, and then you're going to have to target the enemies outside of the plane with the Avenger gunners. And later on in the mission, you will have to help your friend in a team 2 like escape away from the submarine by picking them up and driving towards the airport. Now team 2, the Stromberg team, this team has to go underwater towards the submarine, and as you guys reach the submarine, you will get greeted with a cutscene. Now once you guys are inside the submarine, simply just follow the instructions, kill all of the soldiers inside and make your way through the submarine. Eventually you guys will meet a contact who will be in a prison cell. Don't shoot him, just aim your gun towards him, and then he's going to tell you guys to make your way towards the control room. So from here, simply make your way back towards the control room. There will be some enemies in the way, so do stay vigilant. Once you get here, simply follow the instructions, take a picture of the evidence, then you guys will get greeted with a cutscene. It's a pretty interesting cutscene and a pretty interesting little story mode that Rockstar Games have done with this entire heist. You do have a lot of characters based off characters in real life like Elon Musk and stuff, so it's definitely worth a play if you guys have never played it before. But from here, you guys are just going to have to exit the submarine and make your way towards the Avenger. So just simply swim underwater to avoid any bullets or any damage. As soon as you guys arrive at the beach, your friend should be there parked up. Jump straight in the back, launch onto a gunner and make your way towards the airport, and then bang, that is the entire heist done. You guys will have an insane 2.375 million to split 2 ways. So like I said, it's completely up to you how you want to divide this. You can do 85%, 15%, you can do 80%, 20%, you could do 60-40. It really depends on your situation and the type of person that you are playing with. If you're both going to be putting in equal amount of work in both heists, then there's no reason why you can't just do a 50-50 straight split. So you'll both be earning exactly over 2.3 2.3 million from playing this heist twice. And of course, with the weekend here, I know a ton of you guys are going to be on GTA 5 online over the weekend, so it's more than likely you could smash this out a few times over the weekend and stack millions. And it is actually worth mentioning, you guys can earn more money from this heist by doing a few challenges or a few extra things. So one of the first things is the elite challenges, which will earn you guys around a $50,000 bonus. That is without the double money and double RP which is currently going on. So to complete the elite challenges on the final heist, all you guys have to do is make sure the Avenger takes less than 5% damage. All players must complete the mission under 15 minutes, and finally, no one can die. And if you guys have never played Heist before, then you can actually earn some special challenge awards. These awards can only be achieved once per person. As you guys can see, I'll put a list on screen right now of all of the awards that you guys can earn from playing this heist, so you guys can come back to this video later on today in case you guys fancy challenging yourselves and earning some extra cash on top of that 2.3 million. Nonetheless, that is going to do it from me, guys. An absolutely epic money maker method that all of you guys should definitely be making the most of. As always, if you guys do enjoy these money guides and you would like to see me post more in the future, all I ask is you drop a like down below and feel free to subscribe, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. And also don't forget to leave a comment down below. Find some other players to grind this method out with, help each other out. I've got tons of active players in my community, always up for grinding money. Nonetheless, that's going to do it from me, guys. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace!